Welcome back. It was the little show that could, and it made singing cool again.
Glee has been one of the most influential series on modern TV, introducing the world to a whole host of triple threat talents, including our next guest. Even though its final season aired in 2015, Glee has remained iconic thanks to moments like this. The show launched the careers of a new generation of stage and screen performers, including the uber-talented Heather Morris.
It's hot up in here, DJ, don't be scared to run this back. I'm looking for the girls who are taking over the world. Let me raise a glass for the college grads.
Her character, Brittany S Pierce, was famous for her impressive dance moves and hilarious comedic timing.
Listen, Rachel, I'm gonna give you some tough love right now. You're not a trendsetter. When people look at you, they don't see what you're wearing. They see a cat getting its temperature taken, and then they hear it screaming.
Today, Heather has packed away her cheerleading uniform, taking on the new role as executive producer of a new project. And Heather Morris joins us live from LA. Welcome back to the morning show, Heather. Great to see you.
I am so happy to be here in the sunny Australia.
With the Hollywood sign behind you. Congratulations
That's right.
on this new gig, writing and directing a podcast series. Tell us, what is it all about?
Well, the Bystanders podcast, it's a whole zany, dark comedy about the bystander effect. We have a new season, new storyline with great cast. We have Kathleen Turner, Margaret Cho, Jolo Trulio, Beth Dover, Jane Lynch, Darren Criss, who I heard you had on yesterday. And it really is such a group effort. You know, the creators, Ash Lindsay and Jacqueline Hales, as well as myself, and we have Black Label Media, who produced La La Land and Cesario, executive producing.
Wow. Well,
Amazing.
how was the transition from taking direction to giving direction? Did that come naturally to you?
Oh, it was so fun. It was so fun to not only sit back and watch the other directors do their work, but then to get, you know, in the forefront and kind of give fun notes and watch, you know, people like Kathleen Turner just take the reins and have a blast. That was really cool.
Yeah, you mentioned Kathleen Turner. There was also your Glee co-stars. You mentioned them. Jane Lynch, Darren Criss lend their voices. It's kind of like a mini reunion.
It was. I mean, Jane Lynch is just, she joined us for season 1. She's the narrator. So it's this like, the story of the Bystanders, our podcast, is this like dark radio drama, and we have like a whodunit type narrator, and so we had Jane Lynch fill in the role for that, which is generally done as a male, and so Jane was so excited to do this male dominant role as a now female, and she was just excited about that.
Hey, can we talk about Glee, or do you hate talking about Glee? Are you over it? Do you never want to talk about Glee again? Or can we talk a little bit about Glee?
Well, we can talk about a show that I was once on, but I'm not really supposed to name the show that I was once on.
Right.
So
all right. Well,
those are the things.
Okay, rhymes with Shmee. Why do you think it's so popular so many years later?
I think Shmee was so popular so many years ago. I feel like, you know, it's Peter Pan. I felt like it was so popular because people themselves who maybe felt like they didn't have somebody to represent them on television, or, you know, they felt a little bit outcasted, it really gave them a voice, and it just gave them a purpose, and it felt like they had a platform to now stand upon and just be themselves.
Yeah, and of course you shared a lot of screen time with Naya Rivera. She was such a superstar and a good friend of yours.
Yes, she was. I'm so grateful to have enjoyed time with her and just steal from her. She was such a gem of a human that I feel like I learned so much, and I try to implement that every day.
Yeah, a lot of actors get their start on a show, and then once they become huge stars, pretend that first role never happened. Kylie and I do that every day here on the show. But it sounds like you're actually proud of your time on Shmee, and you can see how important a part it's been of your career.
Oh my God, I mean, I still have all my close friends from the show, and I feel so blessed.
Yeah.
So now that you've had this taste for the other side of showbiz, you know, behind the scenes and directing, do you plan on staying there, or Will we see you back on screen soon? There is the writer's strike, of course, and the actor's strike, so there's all of that happening. But putting that to one side, would you like to be back on screen soon?
Well, I like to consider myself a multifaceted human being. And I was just discussing how, like, I really just want somebody to hand me a script and tell me what to do. You know, it's always exciting to just show up at your job, as you guys do, and you know exactly what you're going to say and hit your mark. And so I do miss that, but I also love this side of the job where I'm learning how to run a show along with the creators, Ash and Jacqueline, and the other executive producers. I feel like we're learning so much, and this industry is actually in dire need of female showrunners. So I'm putting my name out in the ether of Hollywood and Australia and whomever that I am here.
So just confirming, you believe that we should be reading these things that they give us. Is that right?
I think we can compare it to the Shmee and the Glee.
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
we kind of add the zhuzh, if you will.
And I got to say, when you said turning up and just hitting your marks, our floor manager actually looked at us and went, "Well, you don't even do that, you two. You don't do that, you two." So we need to look and learn off you.
In our age, we stop hearing as much and we stop seeing as well. So we have room for error.
Okay, don't be too quick to put yourself in our age. That's a huge mistake. You just stay 2 decades back from us where you belong. Lovely to see you again. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you guys so much.
All right.
Thank you. We're going to give the podcast a big shout out here. The brand new season of The Bystanders is out now. That's what it looks like when you go looking for it. The link will be on our website as well. Thank you, Heather.
Thanks, Heather.
Thank you guys. Go listen. Mwah.
Yeah.
See ya. So yeah, I mean, when you get to our age, 32, it's hard, right? It's hard to find out. It's hard to find out what.